Hey guys, welcome to Raja Makes Money, and you guys are not going to believe this. Chicken, winner, chicken dinner. We made it. We finally have a winning day. And of course, I'm going to show you guys in a second here, the market makers start playing with us again. Now they're increasing spreads and everything, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, this stuff all on option expiration date will be, at intrinsic values. But it's crazy how they just won't let you just have a good day. It's just like, why won't they just let us have a big day? But as you know, stocks do go up, then there is more volatility, and as volatility grows, then there is more spread usually and stuff, but that's okay. That's why I wanted to make all my moves already this week. We only got 2 more days left this week. Got them all out of the way, added a little bit of money to that progressive jackpot that we're on the way to hitting, and we finally had a good day. It's amazing. Everything finally was up today. Just a miracle. Even for a while, some stuff was down, but had a great day. I'm going to share with you guys. And even the research team, Kenny and the research team, had a winning day as well. So finally, the streak is broken. But let's take a look how we did. Well, hold on a second. How do you guys think I did today? Any guesses? Of course, my Patreon members already know because I post in my Patreon group all my trades in real time, as well as the end of the day. But how about everyone else? How much do you think I made today in the market? So let you guys give us a couple of guesses, and welcome everyone watching on Facebook and YouTube. Don't forget, too, if you haven't subscribed yet on YouTube, click the subscribe button. And if you haven't followed me on Facebook yet, make sure you follow me. What are you waiting for? So there's a couple of guesses. 200,000, 250, 400, 350, 725. I should have been up 500,000 today, but in reality, $403,000. And I'm going to show you what they did just to change all this again on us. But just a terrific day. I'm just happy to be up. Honestly, if I was up only $1 today, I would just take it as a victory right now. But it feels good to finally get it going. Unfortunately, futures are down a little bit after hours. CCIV is down about 10 cents. Or 15 cents, not too bad. Oh, now 23 cents. But like I said, finally a nice rally. Even if tomorrow was down 10, 20 cents, it's not the end of the world. I'd love to see this thing back over 20. It's so close. I think if this thing breaks 20, it can go right to 21 pretty quickly. But let me show you guys IDEX. Thank God this one's finally coming up because we have 180,000 shares of it. We also have 30 days to go until option expiration. And the big thing about this one that's very interesting is I want to write those calls again. So I could write the the $3 calls, and they're paying about 23 cents right now, which only gives us, on 180,000 shares, we'd have another 40 cents of upside or 37 cents of upside on the 180,000 shares. So that's more money. And if I wrote those contracts at 22, 23 cents, I'd pick up another, $40,000 or so. But I'd rather do the 350s, more upside. Unfortunately, those are still only at like 10, 11 cents last time, remember. So if this thing goes up another quarter, this thing can get to about $3. The 350s should be around 20 cents. Then at least it's worth it. Then we have that extra 90 grand, if it goes up 180,000 shares, 50 cents more. Plus, if we pick up that extra 20 cents, it just keeps adding to the kitty, bringing our cost average down. Free money. So it's Irvis, $2 super chat. Boom. Thank you, Irvis. And I know finally it's a winning day. I didn't know if we would ever have one of these. It's like, God, it just never ends. But finally a winning day. Also Jaguar today. Now I'm kicking myself because I'm like, God, I knew I should have bought those 80,000, especially yesterday when it was even lower than that 125. But it is what it is. We made a little money on it last week on that one trade, but hopefully this thing goes up. Some news. I know there's a big vote going on. I got a bunch of things for the voting. CTYX today also up. Terrific. Finally coming back. So hopefully that keeps going. We're still waiting on that news and the name change and stuff. And then, of course, CCIV up $1.44 today. So just a terrific day. But let me show you. This is very interesting. So this is where these market makers just totally screw you around. So this one trade of the 200 contracts, hopefully it stays above 19 for the next 2 days, and we will pick up another $6,400, but we actually have a profit on this trade. This is where this is interesting. So let me show you here. So the strike price is $24. And if you look at it at $24, and you take the $4.72, and if the stock is $19.89, that means that the intrinsic value of this is $4.11. So there's basically $4.11 that is the whole premium. So now there's a 60 cent almost, or yeah, it is 60 cent premium. So $120,000 of this is all fluff. When this thing was $1 lower, and oh god, and today, I don't know if you guys saw it too. God, I mean, we had what a swing. This is like a $700,000 swing today. CCIV touched $17.62 before that rally kicked in. So the account was actually down about 300 grand before it took off 400,000. But yeah, the volatility on this is insane. It keeps going up. And when, like I said, so if you look at it, $120,000 of that between now and the next 7 trading days, if the stock stayed right at this price, would go away. So, you know, right there is 120 grand. Plus on this one here at 5 1/4, if you took the 450 plus 10 cents or 11 cents, that would be $4.60. So same thing, 65 cents in premium. And then this one at $5.42. That's a little bit better reflection, but this one, I mean, like I said, they pumped in a lot of premium into this, and that's fine because you know what? Tomorrow, like I said, if the stock goes down 10 cents tomorrow, these probably won't move at all. So we probably have a 10, 15 cent cushion, but the nice thing is we have a, 40, 50 cent cushion in movement, of where we're at. Like I said, hopefully this thing can just, who knows what it'll do tomorrow, but hopefully it can just take off and get above 20 and start getting back into the swing of things. I'm also looking at, maybe I'll just let the stock after this next week get put to me like I did on IDEX and then just start selling calls against it. I believe this is going to be a $30 stock or more by June. With 320,000 contracts out there, or well, 3,400 contracts, 3,200 with these and the extra 200, but those will go away. If I have 300,000 shares of stock, this thing goes to $30. I got $3 million more in the kitty. So plus decent value. I mean, this is going to be big. This is going to pay off. It sounds a little nuts right now. You guys are probably been a little bit worried about me, but don't worry, it's going to pay off big time. In other news, congratulations to Kenny and the research team. They had a winning day, up $1,400 today. They had a couple of good trades. They've been in and out of and stuff. And Kenny, of course, is giving you guys all on our Patreon group the nice recap of everything. But so you guys can all check that out. Looks like a couple of not so fortunate ones, but a lot of good ones. Obviously, a profit. Unfortunately, you don't see a lot of the winners because you sell the winners and you take the profit. You only see the ones that are down because those are the ones that are still left in the account. But like I said, hopefully we both can have winning days again tomorrow, and that would be terrific. After hours right now, CCIV down 22 cents. Futures are down a little bit. Chipotle had blowout earnings today. Sales were up 30% year over year. This is interesting. Scientists who helped develop the Pfizer BioNTech COVID vaccination says third shot needed as immunity wanes. So that'll definitely be interesting. We have to start doing that. I also like this story about the $100 million New Jersey deli linked to Shell Company, and now there's another Shell Company. This deli has $35,000 in sales, and the company's worth $100 million. And now they own another company called E-Waste that's worth $100 million. So definitely some shady stuff there going on. Obviously, somebody got burned or was not happy and turned them in. But this stuff happens all the time and out there and stuff. Dogecoin come down. Remember yesterday it was like 30 cents, and then all of a sudden took off to 35 cents. So back to 32 cents, but still down from its highs. Bitcoin starting to drop again. Not sure why. A lot of people are saying Bitcoin's hit a bubble, so it'll be interesting how much lower Bitcoin is going to go. Also, this was interesting. Apple, all those new products yesterday, did you guys check them all out? Really didn't do anything yesterday or today in the markets with it. But, I mean, they have a lot of new stuff, cool stuff. I'll probably get some new iPads and stuff to upgrade because it's been a couple of years. But it's very interesting, what's going on with it and stuff. So definitely have to check it out. Charlie, one of our YouTube sponsors, and he stands out in the chat because he's a YouTube sponsor, and any of you guys can become a YouTube sponsor, says check out HYLN. We will do that for you. HYLN. HYLN Holding Corporation. What are we checking out, Charlie? What do you want to tell you here? Let's take a look at the 6-month chart on this one. Looks like it was way up there. It's come way down. That's not a good sign. $58 to $7.95. Looked like today was a bounce day from its lows. I don't know anything about this one. Let's see. Ultra-fast EV charging evolution. Hinge mount. It's going toward an all EV direction. testing the Hypertruck ERX in his outlook. This one probably just ran when the EV stocks were running. I don't know a lot about them. It looks like there's no financial information. Probably not worth 1.4 billion, even at an $8 valuation. So when this thing was 58 bucks, this thing was a $8 billion valuation. A lot of these, the truck, all right, the 18-wheeler, it's going to be definitely be interesting, and stuff. But it's at its lows from where it's been. You have to assume a lot of people own this stock for a lot more money, so it could be a really good buying opportunity. Let's look at the 1-year chart. Yeah, look, this is kind of where it was. Oh, is this a SPAC deal, it looks like? So it came out $10 in June. Kind of ran. This is when everything got really hyped up in August, September, and then kind of... Yeah, I would say, if it's below the thing, unless there's some delays on the truck coming or anything like that, honestly, this one actually may not be too bad. This one, based on the charts and looking at this, it actually looks pretty good. So, definitely keep an eye on it. Kenny and the research team keep an eye on it, but looks pretty good. So, all right, David Kohenian, Walmart's up $1.50 today. Congratulations, David. David is the proud owner. He's been working at Walmart for 15 years, and he, in private, told me that he owns over 14 shares of Walmart stock. Let's see how it's doing. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know how much stock David owns, but I do know they have a matching stock option program, so hopefully David owns lots of it. If he has owned it for the last year, he's done really good, because a year ago it was $141 or $129, and today it's $141. So congratulations, David. You are up $11 a share on all your stock that you've owned since last year. Congratulations, buddy. But Walmart's going to be good. Obviously during the pandemic they had a surge and stuff, but definitely a good stock. Can't say anything bad about Walmart. I wouldn't be buying it at these levels near its highs, but it's definitely a good company, and it's going to always sell a lot of products and do stuff. Just probably the only thing with them is they need a lot more innovation, I think. I don't think they're keeping up with Amazon as far as technology, innovation, checklists, when you can walk in a store and, order, just walk through the thing and scans it all automatically. So, but definitely interesting. Logic Neo. Dodge will move the end of the week. Hopefully, I own some of it. I own it for a little bit more money, so hopefully. Why do you think it's going to move by the end of the week? I thought it was supposed to move for 420. That was my big one. Christopher, help. I'm down 40% on FCEL, FuelCell. Sold some covered calls. Should I dump it or buy more? These are tough. Some of these just way overran, based on it was just the supply and demand, the hot thing. It was up today. Let's see. But yeah, when you look at the range and you look, I like the 6 month better. This thing was a $2 stock. It exploded. I don't know what you own it at. I don't know. I think it's going to sit around this $8-10. This is kind of where it started and sat. So I think between $8 and $10. Long term it could do really well, but short term, really hard to say on that one. And it just has a huge market cap already, so it's hard to say. But the other thing is, a lot of these stocks, they don't trade on fundamentals anymore. So that's why I say it's really tough, because back in the day I'd say to you, okay, this stock is worth 30x, 40x, whatever the range of valuation is, but nothing trades like that. Obviously look at GameStop. Nothing trades correctly, but definitely something there. Ruban Raja, nice seeing AAPL going up due to Connection Gold, and nice pop with Neo now that they're preparing to go to Europe. So I saw AAPL. It was like 22 cents earlier today when I was looking at it. Yep, 22 cents still. So yeah, that was nice to get that one back. I know that Kenny and the research team played that one. I played it a couple of times. Definitely had fun with it. Yeah, Neo today was at like 38 or something, 39. Yeah, 38. There we go. That one also. That one's been rough. That thing was way up there, came down. I don't know. It's just like I think with all these electric vehicle stuff. How did Tesla do today? Yeah, see that one? The big rally. Nice, not bad, 25 points, good rally day. I saw Facebook was down today with the rally. And remember I told you guys that Facebook would drop? I knew this thing was way overvalued. If you look at this 5-day chart or, last month chart, I just said it's just too high up there. I think they're going to do good. They're going to have good earnings. They're going to make a profit. I just don't think that they're going to make the profits that they're going to need, that they need to make to support this level. But, I mean, it's a P&E of 29.88, and they're buying companies, they're doing stuff. It's just what is it going to do, to keep it going. Oh, also, while we're talking about Apple. So, I do think this is interesting with Apple and monopolies and everything. Did you guys see the new product, the Apple Tag? And this thing I think is pretty cool. It works a lot better than the Tile. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, if this thing really works how they say it, as long as there's another phone it connects, but it's secret and all this, and how the technology and it lasts for an hour, then I start thinking like tracking devices. So you're using it to help you track something, but if some guy's crazy or something, or girl or whatever, what if my girlfriend throws an Apple Tag and sneaks it under my car, throws it in the glove box, under a seat in my car, people are going to start following people or knowing where everybody is. This could be dangerous with stalkers and stuff. The Tile really only worked in your house, or it didn't really work very well. I mean, it's a very basic, primitive thing. But with Apple and their technology now, this thing could have some privacy issues. I mean, think about this. If you want to follow, you used to have to put big tracking devices on vehicles and all these different things. Somebody could just throw, like I said, somebody in your car, they just go up to your car and they, stick this thing on there, super glue it to the bottom of your car when you're not around. I don't know. I just think this thing could actually become a dangerous tool because it works off of everybody, the way it works and everything, and the technology behind it and stuff. So definitely be interesting stuff. Jeff says, will you ever have Kenny and the team on the show? Yes. Kenny is going to be on the show the day the research team doubles their money and hits $200,000. Kenny will be on the show, but he'll probably be on the show before that. He's just shy. You guys would be surprised for a guy who's chats so much in our Facebook private page, and hopefully you guys are taking advantage of Kenny and the research team's tips and help and everything. But because he just loves to talk, but in real life he's so shy. I tried to have him come on the show. I had the mic in front of him, and he just couldn't even speak. He went silent, and I was like, Kenny, hello, are you gonna say something? Maybe I was muted, so he couldn't hear me. But he's just so shy. So it'll definitely be interesting. But as of right now, we won't have Kenny on the show. He's just the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. Sanders Slots, $2 super chat. Ideas on Prez trying to ban new gas cars by 2035. I don't know how they can do all that stuff. They can do whatever they want, but I think it's hard to give deadlines. And how do you just make somebody just to ban these things? I think there's I think emissions and fuel and everything. But the other thing is, and as we've learned, we just had another president who was in office who didn't really care about previous agreements and everything that one president made. He came in and changed everything. Now we have a new president who didn't care about the previous president's stuff, and he signed a ton of what do they call that? Orders. Can't think of the exact name, but you know what I'm saying. The orders. So he could still, unfortunately, it's 2021 right now. Or, he was in office in 2020. Unfortunately, no matter what, best case scenario, he's not going to be in office after 2028. So you have another, could have anywhere between 1, 2, or 3, 4 presidents, executive orders. There you go. God, I'm so bad with remembering things. But you have 4 different presidents who have the possibility of being in office who could change it and do stuff. But it'll definitely be interesting. Malashenko, thank you. $10 super chat. Thank you so much. Satoshi, when's the Raja Makes Money merch dropping? I don't know. Hopefully soon we'll have something. We got the Raja Makes Money chips, so if you're ever out at any of our events and you're one of my Raja Makes Money fans or a Patreon member, make sure you hit me up because we have the special Raja Makes Money lucky poker chips. So. Alton, have you taken a look at SafeMoon crypto? What are your thoughts? I think it's just if you thought Dogecoin was bad, SafeMoon is worse. They're hyping it, but this thing is nothing. It is. People are just looking for the next thing to play. It sounds cool. They give it the Moon name. and everything. But people just want that thing, the next big thing. One of my friends was posting, he's bragging, I put $1,000 in and I own 2 million shares, or I don't know, something insane, but here, this thing wasn't a nothing, it's obviously, going, this is just one of these things. If there's enough people, honestly, these coins that have nothing really going on with them, or have no value, or serve no purpose. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. These are nothing but Ponzi scams, and that's what they are. Is because that's just what it is. It's who's going to buy first and who's going to get out last. If all of us got together and I said to you guys all, hey, I've got the Raja bucks, or the Raja crypto, Raja coin now. It's supply and demand. If there's only 10,000 of those coins out there, and I have enough fan base and 20,000 people really want them, they're going to go to the moon. I'll call it Raja Moon. But at least Bitcoin, first of all, Bitcoin is still an imaginary thing, that's out there and created and has all this wealth. But people have accepted it for some god reason, just like they've accepted diamonds and gold and different stuff. What would happen if all of a sudden tomorrow they found 1 billion pounds of gold, like just some mountainside. All of a sudden they're scraping a mountain, and all of a sudden this mountain is just 1 billion pounds, pure gold out of nowhere. What would the value of it be? So if enough people believe in something is worth something, everybody wants it, it's going to go up in value. The stock market normally is trading based on fundamentals. So if you have a stock and you have a company, you say that this company is worth X, and that's what makes it, change and go up and do stuff. The problem with all these coins and these alternate different coins and stuff is everyone just jumps on the next thing. So, if you take the fact that there's 350 million people in America, and 3 billion people in the world, 2 billion people, or 5 billion, I don't know, some crazy amount of people are out there, right? And we can find enough suckers with enough $100 bills in their pocket, or whatever currency they're 100, or anything that's equal to $50, $100 in whatever country you live in, that's equal to that currency, and we all believe in something, we can make it go up. At least GameStop, when it took off and did stuff and went up like crazy, at least GameStop, at least there's a business there. It wasn't a good business that's left, but there's a hope and there's a belief that something could happen, and at least you have something there. SafeMoon is, like I said, if you owned it at 0.000001 and now it's 0.0006, you made 5 times your money. If you had $1,000 of it, you got $5,000. If you put $1 million into it, you are nuts. You must be the one who owns the whole company. And I think I actually saw that in one of the wallets. And this is interesting since the cryptocurrency is, so out there that you can see everything. You can see who has it. As they said, somebody owns 44% of it. So definitely, it's somebody out there has made a lot of money on this, but unfortunately, it's not me, and I do not own that one. So, somebody says Raja AMC will run to $14 tomorrow. EJ says, why? Something happening? Is it earnings? There's no earnings tomorrow. I guess I'd have to ask why. I can't see why this would run to $14 tomorrow, unless. Is there a big movie? Even if a big movie comes out, I don't think it's going to add, much to it and stuff. But yeah, $14 seems pretty strong for that kind of 40%, 50% run up almost tomorrow. So definitely be interesting. Pete joins the show. Welcome, Pete. Says, just joined the show. Thoughts on Jaguar? Finally had a good day today. Like I said, I did last week. I started averaging down, and then it went up, and I sold it. I thought about buying more, and then I was like, I don't know. You just never know on these things. But they do have a shareholder vote today, or this week, that's out there. So everybody's, maybe that woke everyone out, and stuff. But this one we're just waiting on that dragon's back. That's the only thing that's going to move this thing and make it really take off again. And I think it's going to have its day. I think if you have some extra money sitting around at this, $1.25, $1.35, I think you're safe. Throw it in there. It's based on where it was, where it's been, and how it's trending. I think it's built. I think it's got some hope here, but it'll definitely be interesting what it does and where it goes for sure. But hopefully, like I said, I own a lot of it, so definitely sitting on a lot of it. Also, you know what we haven't looked at lately is Zon. You guys remember that one? And that one was up a little bit today and stuff. This one could be making a comeback. I like, you know, where it's been, where it's, you know, we obviously know where it's gone, but this one may be getting it set to do something. Kenny and the research team have been following it, so it looks like it has some possibilities. Alton, so do you think GME, GameStop, and AMC will hit their highest ever again, or are they just a bust now? You know, here's the thing. Does GameStop turn into this online powerhouse, you know, e-commerce play and is like Amazon 20 years from today? Of course. If that happens, or I don't know, you know, it could break that 480. I think short term, I mean, if here's the thing, if GameStop goes to a new high of 400, beats $480, it's just because somebody manipulated it and they're all playing it. I don't think there's that much, you know. I think the people who were trying to short it all, a lot of them, there's still shorts out there, but a lot of it's got out of the way. You also have the company. If this thing goes too much, you got to remember they're raising that extra $1 billion. They're selling into these rallies, so that's going to hurt the stock also from taking off. AMC. It's still the same thing. Well, first of all, it's summertime. What is the slowest time for movie theater chains? Summer. You still have restrictions. You still have stuff. So, and I think what's going to really hurt AMC in the future in any movie chain is, HBO Max and, Peacock and Netflix and all these companies putting out their good movies on these big platforms. I think it's going to be very hard for these companies to compete long term, while if these big movie companies are putting out their stuff directly to the consumer, and or having same day in a movie, like people still are going to want to go. Yeah, I think like a new Star Wars movie, but what's Disney going to do? Are they going to put out that Star Wars movie? And I saw earlier today somebody asked about Disney. I wanted to talk about that. So good news is Disney California can finally reopen, but it's insane the restrictions they're putting on them. They want them to have 15% maximum occupancy. Rides can only be X amount of time long, so some of their rides are going to have to cut down by a minute or two because they're too long of a ride. Like I said, there are so many of these rules. I think Disney's just doing this to say, look, we're going to do this. We'll do it for a month or two. If it works, and then we're going full blast. But America's got to make a decision. Is this over and done? Let's wear masks and get everything open and just wear masks and wash our hands more, or are we going to punish states and cities and have all these restrictive things randomly here and there, but not there and here? And it's insane. Like I said, like the cruises. You can't cruise out of any U.S. ports, but we can go to other ports in other countries and cruise all day long, and there's no issue. But we can get on a Greyhound bus, sit next to somebody for a 12-hour bus ride. We can go on an airplane flight for 10, 12 hours. We can do all this stuff. We can all go stay at a resort hotel. We can all go to Vegas to a resort hotel. What's the difference if we're all in a resort hotel in Las Vegas for 7 days, or we're all on a cruise ship and we actually are outside some, and they're actually taking more safety measures. Also interesting, Vegas is opening up buffets now May 1st. They just have to be supervised. This is where this stuff gets so silly. They have to be supervised by someone so you can start serving yourself, but they have to change the utensils every hour. What the hell difference is it going to make if you change your utensil every hour, 2 hours, 4 hours? If somebody has COVID, they touch the utensil, the next person who touches it could get it. I don't know. Is it like it's a drop, a micro? I don't know. It's just silly, all the different things and theories and things that people are trying to do. They've made it, the 6 foot now is 3 feet. But it's 3 feet. But if we're at TSA, security line at the airport, there's no social distancing needed. If you're on the train at the airport, no social distancing. Like I said, the government runs the airports last time I checked, and they have the worst social distancing. And you know what? We can say it was a different administration. It is under both administrations. It doesn't matter which administration. The airports are the worst, and they got to be the biggest spreaders of COVID because there is no social distancing. There's no social distancing on airplanes. They make us wear a mask, but then they feed and give us drink all at the same time. They make us take a COVID test to come back in America. Nobody's failed one yet anywhere outside the country coming back, but we all have to wear a mask on the plane if we're all, don't have it. Like I said, it's, politics and bureaucracy and the stuff that they've created is just absolutely insane. So Jeff says, we have no more movie theater in my state, all closed. Well, some should be opening up. They seem to be opening up everywhere else, but Definitely. Charlie, one of the YouTube sponsors, politics brother, I love them or hate them, it's life now. It is. Like I said, I don't really take a particular move. My thing is, look, I'm American, I pay my taxes, I'm a citizen of this country. I should be able to do what I want. I understand the mask if it helps. I've got my vaccination. I get my second one on Friday. But it's like we still have to run our businesses and run our life, and stuff. Blue acquisition. Hey, Raja, do you think Apple will have a positive earnings report next week and stock will move up? Well, they're for sure going to make money and have a good report. Apple. One thing with Apple, they won that first thing and they're the preliminary hearing and some of that stuff. But this lawsuit, there's two things. There's some of the antitrust stuff, and then this law and privacy stuff with Facebook and the tracking, which I think Apple is in the right. God, I am so tired of every time I look at something, even if I bought the thing, I see ads for 30 more days about the same thing. I'm like, how many more ads, for buying a, Crayola crayons do I have to keep looking at because my kid needed me to order some crayons online, a month ago. It's like some of it is overdone with the tracking. I think they would honestly, I think they'd be better sometimes, maybe showing us crap we've never seen before and then being like, and this is what we did with the email back in the days. You know why it was so successful when we'd email people? These people had never heard of the products I was selling. They didn't know what they were. Diet products, health products, beauty products, American flags, American pins. We had a little thing called Spy Ear. It's a little, microphone in your ear that was, 25 cents. Cell phone boosters. We sold the biggest crap you've ever seen in your life. And I'll tell you guys, it was 100% crap. Yes, our health products, they were good products. They had vitamins, they had minerals. It wasn't made up stuff. But 90% of that junk, you guys see all the junk that gets sold still online in companies and, the one-hit wonders or the as seen on TV stuff. It's all crap. It's all junk. Maybe the chamois works. Maybe the Scrub Daddy works great. But it's all junk. And nobody was ever expecting to buy it. But if you sold it, if you made the website look right, you packaged it right, you had a cool infomercial or a commercial or pictures, people, when they opened their email, they got it, and boom, they bought it. And it's the same thing with advertising. But I just get the same ad over and over and over. I've already bought the item, or I don't want the item. And they just keep showing me the same ad. Show me something new and creative. So Apple, maybe this could actually help. Who knows? But the big one is obviously with Epic Games, this whole lawsuit. So as a small game developer, I have the Big Jackpot slot app. If you haven't downloaded it yet on iOS or Android, please do so. But I have my own slot app. It does very well. But on both Apple and on Google now, and my app doesn't do $1 million a year yet on each of them. It's doing very well, over $1 million combined, but not on each individual. They're giving us a discount now, so we don't have to pay that 30%. It's only 20% or 15% now, so it's extra money in my pocket. I'll take it all day long. These bigger companies are the ones who are complaining, or they want their own pay systems. I don't know what incentive Apple would have to regulate their iPhones and apps and what goes on a phone and stay in business and make money and provide these people a way to deliver their apps to people if they weren't going to make any money. I also don't know where it is the government's place to draw a fine line. If you make an app and you want to put it on the Apple App Store, that's your choice. You agree to their terms of service. It's not a negotiation. This is what our terms of service are. You don't have to have your app on the iPhone. Now, you're going to say, well, it's a monopoly. Well, yeah, there's more Android phones than there is Apple phones, so it's not the number one still. But you still have to look at that as a monopoly business or a controlling interest business. So you can't, so. I don't know. When the government gets involved, it's never good. The other thing is, how does it work? Like, it's the government in the United States getting involved. What does that have to do with how Europe thinks? What if, some small country said to the App Store, we don't like this, you need to do this. It'll be definitely interesting and stuff. But I think they're going to have great earnings. I don't know I don't think the stock's going to hit a new high. If it starts creeping up before the earnings announcement, there's more opportunity and possibility that it's going to do really well. But I do not think, maybe in the 40s and stuff. I don't know. I don't see Apple having a breakout just because it's already pretty high. They're gonna really, and they do have all these laws. This could be a big hit. I think it's years away from being decided, or in appeals and everything. But think about this. If online apps, I think was 20 billion or 30 billion of their business last quarter or something. if that, took a hit of 30%, that's 10 billion, it could be $5-10 billion off the bottom line. So it'll definitely be interesting. So definitely have to keep an eye on that. Just got, I'm going to get the slot app as soon as we're done. I have a slot machine. I love slot machines. Great. Thank you so much. So, but hey guys, you're watching Raja Makes Money. I hope you guys all did great in the market today. We finally had a winning day. Myself, as well as Kenny and the research team, had a winning day. They were up $1,400. I was up $400,000. I'd love to get another 8% gain tomorrow. It would be party time. Let's hopefully rock this thing into the weekend. Unfortunately, CCIV is still down a little bit, 17 cents. Like I said, I'd love to have this thing above 20 bucks going into the weekend. But, miracles do happen. And hopefully it will happen for us. But hey guys, best of luck in the market. I hope you guys all did terrific today. And thank you so much for following me, watching me, subscribing to me, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. Please tell your friends about me. Also, just because people have been commenting and they make it look like it's the big jackpot or Raja Makes Money or myself. That's not me. I'm never going to ask you guys for money. I'm never going to make a post that says follow me on WhatsApp, give me money. People are doing that, so please be careful. Unless it's our Patreon group, our YouTube sponsorship directly, or something from our direct websites. Also, guys, all our accounts have, we have, on Big Jackpot, 305,000 subscribers. On YouTube, Raja Makes Money, 8,500 subscribers. So when you see these accounts with no subscribers or look suspicious or they're hitting you up, we try and delete these messages as fast as they come in. We try and block words that they're using, but these people are relentless and they won't stop. So we do our best. Big shout out to the Mod Squad. They do their best also trying to block these people nonstop, but these people do get through, sneak through sometimes. And like I said, we do our best to stop it. But unfortunately, we can't stop them all. So please be careful. Never send any money $1,000 for Bitcoin. I don't have any Bitcoin coaches out there, and that's their new thing they're trying to do. Please be smart with your money. It's your money. You worked hard for it. Let's make lots of money. You guys are the money makers. I'm just the Raja. And tomorrow, let's hope for another green day for Raja Makes Money. Take care and enjoy the rest of your night.